Hello, beautiful people out there in the world. How are you, beautiful people, doing? How are you thinking? How are you feeling? How are you living, beautiful people? Today, beautiful people. Today is that day, beautiful people. There will be no other day before today. There will be no other time other than this moment, beautiful people. There will not be a more significant time, beautiful people, like the right time, this present time, beautiful people, in terms of how you relate to one another and how you treat each other, beautiful people. Beautiful people, the right way to set the atmosphere for the day. The right way, beautiful people, is for or to how it is to start the day, beautiful people. And the way that you're going to start the day, to go about that way for the day, beautiful people, is according to your own free will and how you choose, beautiful people. With the time that's been made available to you, beautiful people. And with that time, what you do to you, beautiful people, and for you, beautiful people, and to others, beautiful people, with that time, beautiful people. If you, as I stated before, but not in that same exact manner of speaking, beautiful people, when you arrive at work, or when you and your co-workers are at work, beautiful people, sit down and talk to each other and come to an agreement to set aside your differences, beautiful people. Because we all have to live here together in this house of our time for 8 hours or 12 hours, for how many hours you work on that shift to exist together, beautiful people. To call it a truce and put aside your differences, beautiful people, and just agree, even if it's just to agree to disagree, but to agree, to call it a truce, beautiful people. Give one another something to think about. All we're doing with all the years that we've been here or that we're going to be here together, beautiful people, all we're going to be doing is offending one another and disrespecting each other. And that's not going to help neither of us, because we'll all be wounded. We'll all be offended, beautiful people. We'll all feel disrespected. And there will be no happiness coming out of it, no love, no joy, and no peace, beautiful people. So let's do an exercise. Let's try something different. Even if you don't like it, and even if it may not work for you, okay? But if you will open up the pureness of your soul, the beauty of your soul, and allow yourself to be open, subjective, and free, it's going to work. It's going to make a difference. It's going to affect all of us in a good way. So with this 5 or 10 minutes, we've taken out to sit down and have a conference of employees, to find the fine line of balance so that we can all be friends. And as opposed to leaving each other's presence, rolling our eyes, or feeling disrespected and offended, we can leave each other's presence with a smile on one another's face, feeling good about the results of the day, the atmosphere that occurred throughout the course of the day, the smiles that took place throughout the course of the day, how we loved and treated each other right throughout the course of the day, how we shared compliments among ourselves and among each other. We talked about the beauty of our hair. We talked about the niceness of our clothes. How you doing, miss? Check out my YouTube channel, Frank Anderson, Kind Words and a Smile. Thank you and have a lovely day. Beautiful people. You see, there's the example right there. Be the epitome right there, what I was just relating to, what I was just referring to. It takes one person, beautiful people, to ignite the fires of kind words and smiles, beautiful people. But to be engulfed by the flames of its beauty, we all have to work together in unity, so it will always be on duty, beautiful people. Beautiful people, we can no longer continue to walk past each other, or to walk, beautiful people, or to be in each other's presence, or to be sitting across desks conjacent to one another, or directly across from one another, beautiful people. Going to lunch, beautiful people, passing one another, beautiful people, and not speak to each other, not share kind words and smiles with one another, beautiful people. Let's be the healing for which one another needs, or each other needs in our lives. Let's be that healing difference, beautiful people. Let's be the smile that it takes. Let's be the kind word that makes the difference. As I stated before, beautiful people, create an exercise. Just, beautiful people, for the sake of change, for the sake of happiness, for the sake of, in order to have a friend, I must first show myself to be friendly. Just have lunch with one another. Just sit down and share lunch with each other. Sit down and lick your fingers. Sit down and just lick your fingers and chew on that lunch. Enjoy that turkey and that ham sandwich and that salad, that chicken salad, beautiful people. And just strike up a conversation, beautiful people, about anything and everything that's positive, wholesome, and healthy, beautiful people, and wealthy for your mind, body, souls, and spirits, beautiful people. Cheer it, beautiful people. Dear it, beautiful people. Hear it, beautiful people. Clear it, beautiful people. Reveal it and just let it all come out. Well, you know, the reason why I never really liked you or never really talked to you, or the reason why I walked around rolling my eyes at you, is because of what so-and-so or somebody said. And without me hearing two sides, because there's two sides to every story, I only heard one side. And that was the side that they shared with me. And every time that I look at you, those thoughts, or that thought of those things that they talked about you or shared with me pertaining to you that was negative, I allow it to permeate my mind. And as a result of that fact, I lost respect for you. But now that I'm spending time with you, we're sitting here laughing and talking, I realize what that person said about you wasn't true. Okay? So I realize now that that person who have not yet established their identity or have not come into the reality of who they are just needed something negative to say. They just needed to be in that barrel of crabs. And I allowed myself to be in that company of crabs against you, beautiful people. But now that I know for myself, I understand for myself, when we see that other beautiful person, when we walk past them, or when we see him, or when we're in our presence, we're not going to be victimized like we have allowed ourselves up until this moment to be victimized. But we're going to love and treat that person right. And if we have to, we're going to look at that person and smile and say, you know what? You were wrong about what you said about so-and-so, but we still love you, okay? We understand that you have some overcoming about some things, some indigenous things that have occurred in your life, that, you know, some happenings that you need to overcome. And if you need somebody to talk to, you can come and talk to me, because I love you. Okay, that's how that's done, beautiful people. That's how you have fun, and beautiful people, that's how you take back control of your life in the day. To all you beautiful people out there in the world, come smile with me, and let's smile together. Frank Anderson, kind words and a smile on YouTube, beautiful people. Hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. Anderson 288 on Instagram, beautiful people. Willie052. I say stop by, beautiful people, and follow. That's just what you do, beautiful people. Willie052 on TikTok and Frank Anderson on Facebook, beautiful people. Stop by, don't, beautiful people, don't be shook. And don't be taken, beautiful people, but allow yourself to be took by the beauty of kind words and smiles. Have a smiling day, beautiful people.